Hello traders, FXPIPCOLLECTOR here. Today is Friday, TGIF, and it is April 21st. Welcome to today's live stream. Thanks for coming. I really do appreciate the support. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. So let's look real quick because we have PMI news coming out in about 15 minutes. So we definitely are going to be focused on the dollar pairs, which we really are anyways. But we definitely want to figure out if there's going to be a trade on the dollar pairs, and if so, if it's going to be a trade that we can all take together here right now. So anyways, let's get started right away then, since we have about 15 minutes until the news comes out. We're going to start off as normal. We're going to do our full top-down analysis on the DXY and the US dollar. Then we're going to apply all that information we learned from analyzing that to all these other US dollar pairs, including gold. And then we're going to see if we can figure out what this news is going to do today with the PMI news for the US dollar. We had PMI news earlier today for the euro pair, the euro and the pound, which didn't really seem to do a whole lot, but I'm sure that the PMI news for the dollar will make the market move. So anyways, looking at the monthly time frame, I still see that this is possibly a wave C, and if this is a wave C, then this will end up continuing the downtrend like that. Like I always say, it doesn't matter if an ABC is on the monthly or if it's on the 1 minute or anything in between. When you have the end of an ABC, it will go down and take out the lows of where the ABC started. So most likely this is eventually just going to keep on looking like that if it is really an ABC. So let's head down to the weekly time frame. Now on the weekly time frame, I definitely still see a couple possibilities here. I see that this is definitely a downtrend. There's no doubt about that. It probably is a wave 1, especially if this is a wave C. Now in the shorter time frames, I do see the possibility that this has already ended a correction. But I also do see it very likely that this could be an A, this could be a B, and that this could go back up and make a C. That would actually look a lot more normal, like a lot better looking pattern, if it did go up and make an ABC before it went down, like an ABC of 2 and then a wave 3. But like I said, it kind of looks to me like it already ended a correction on the shorter time frames. So going down to the daily, on the daily time frame, this move up is kind of impulsive. It looks kind of like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like I said, it could be a wave A and this could be a B, and it definitely could go up and make a wave C like that. So that's definitely a possibility. But like I said, this move down looks more like a trend to me. This does not look like a correction. That looks like an impulsive motive trend. That means that this move up is probably like an A, B, C, D, E, or it's a motive wave correction. So far, we definitely have not taken out any structure to the upside, so the trend is definitely still down. Since the trend is still down, I'm still looking at this move up as possibly being a correction, and this most likely just going to keep on trending down. So let's take it down to the 4-hour time frame. Like I said, until it goes up and takes out this structure, which it definitely could today, especially if the news causes that, I am definitely looking at this as possibly being an A. This could even already be making a C, A, B, C, or B, and it may have already made a C. We definitely got a little bit of a channel going on right here, but like I said, the trend is definitely still down on the longer time frames. We already have a couple bounces off the Fibonacci level, so if this does continue to make impulsive movements down, it's definitely going to be better to look for shorts because all the higher time frames are telling me that the trend is down. So a lot of times on Friday, money will roll back to the dollar because people are closing their positions, so I wouldn't be surprised if it did go up also. So going down to the 1-hour time frame, 1-hour time frame, we got a nice impulsive uptrend right here. It definitely looks like an A. This looks like a trend also, like a wave A of B. And then this is probably a wave B of B. And this is probably just like a 3-wave pattern for the wave B of B. Or more likely, it's like an A, B, C, D, E of wave B. But then this move up made 3 waves also. So it's definitely a little bit of a tricky pattern. This week the market has been very, very overlapping, very, very corrective. Now we already have a pretty good move in, so it doesn't really look like it's ready to just take off to the upside. It kind of looks to me like it's more likely to just keep on drifting down over the next few, trading days. So to me, it kind of looks like it's more likely to keep going down. Let's take it way down to a short time frame. Short time frame, I mean, we do have one, and then we have a correction, and then we have another move. So if it does make an impulsive move up, if it does take out structure, at the news, then I would definitely say that's a long opportunity and that the market's going up like that. Now, on the other hand, if the news comes out and it keeps going down, then I think this is already the end of a wave C on the longer time frames, like the 1 hour, 4 hour time frame, and that it may just keep on going down. So now what we really need to do is we need to see if we can figure out, because if the news does move the dollar, then it's going to make the exact same movement on all these dollar pairs, including gold. So what we need to try to do is figure out what is the most likely thing to happen to all these dollar pairs when the news is coming out. So let's look at the euro dollar on the daily. We're just going to scroll through all these pairs real quick on the daily to see what is the most likely thing to happen at the news today. Well, right now on the euro dollar, we definitely don't have any lows taken out, so the trend is definitely 100% still up. I still think the most likely thing is that this is going to keep on going up. The dollar will go down. Pound dollar still hasn't really broken structure either, and it does already have a little bit of a three-way pattern. So that tells me that I think the most likely thing to happen also is that this is going to go up also. And we haven't really bounced off any Fibonacci levels yet, so I do think the most likely thing is the pound will go up. Aussie dollar. Now, Aussie dollar is definitely a little bit different. The Aussie dollar is definitely a little bit different because of how weak it's been to the downside, but I do see three waves down right here. So I do see that the most likely thing to happen today is that this will go up also. Now going down to the Kiwi, like I said, we're just kind of scrolling through all these pairs real quick to see what is the most likely thing to happen at the news today. Now, I don't know. Originally, I was thinking that it already made an ABC right here and that this was just a corrective trend, and that this was going to be a crescent, and that this was going to go up also, and that we already have the end of a wave B actually back here. So I could definitely picture the Kiwi making a move up too. Going down to the US dollar Canadian, yeah, the US dollar Canadian really doesn't look like it's ready to go down in a big way. I could definitely see it going down, but the move down to me looks like it's more likely to be a wave B, and it's more likely maybe next week or something it'll go up and make a wave C. So that doesn't really agree all that much. US dollar Swiss is already going down, but that's a little bit more of a Swiss thing than anything. It looks like we have a new higher low, a new lower high, that is, a new lower high. It looks like we had the end of a crescent on the shorter time frames, and it's probably just going to keep on going down. So let's keep going down to the US dollar yen. Now, US dollar yen already turned also, and it looks like it's already following through. This is an A, B, C, D, E. We turned right at the 61.8. I think this is more likely to just keep on going down also. And now, does gold agree that the move should be up? Yeah, I mean, it kind of does. I mean, we do have a break of structure down, but it's only spikes. That means that this move is extremely corrective. And it did spike right off the 61% Fibonacci level, so this also seems to me like it's more likely that it will just keep on going up at the news event. So now that we looked at all the dollar pairs, and we do have quite a bit of agreement across all the dollar pairs, what we kind of need to do now is go down to a shorter time frame and then do the exact same thing. So let's go down to the 1 hour time frame, and like I said, this is how I prepare for news. Exactly what I'm doing right now, what I would do on my own if I was doing it on my own. So on the euro dollar, now the euro dollar is moving up very hard, and that's pretty much because of the PMI news that the euro had earlier. So this pattern is more of a euro thing than anything, but I do see impulsive down, wave A. This is a little on the tricky side, but it's probably maybe an A, B, C, D, E type thing. And then this is a wave C. Either way, it kind of looks to me like it's already ended a crescent, and it kind of looks like it may just keep on trending up. If this is the end of a crescent, then it will go up, it will take out these highs, and it will most likely just keep on going. We got about 5 minutes until the news comes out, so we better pick it up. The pound dollar already turned also. It already broke structure. That should tell me that this move down right here is over. If that move down is over, it is bouncing off the 50% Fibonacci extension of wave A, projected off the top of this crescent. So that pound dollar may have already ended a crescent also, and if that did, then it will just keep on going up also. The Aussie dollar, yeah, the Aussie dollar is kind of the same thing as the pound dollar. It looks like it may have already ended a crescent. We may already have the news played right into the market. I see a downtrend right here. We have a nice impulsive move up. Really not much of a structure break, but we are going up pretty strong. Let's see if the news causes it to just keep on trending. Yeah, I'm already long on the EU also, so no, the Kiwi is turning also. We have a little bit of a structure break too, so the Kiwi looks like it's already turning also. It's kind of hard to picture this, but it's kind of like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down, and then this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down, and then this is an A, B, C up. So that's an a B, and a C. So it looks like we may have the end of a crescent already forming on the US dollar, on the Kiwi dollar also. The Canadian dollar is a little different. We just had Canadian news today also, and it didn't really seem to do much. And it seems like that if this does turn down, and it's actually going to probably end up being a crescent, which will be a pretty good sized crescent, but it probably is going to be an A, B, C, or B. So I could definitely picture this turning down also, but it looks more like it's going to be a wave B than the continuation of a downtrend. US dollar Swiss is already going down also. That may not even be a wave B. That could very easily just keep on drifting down also. So it's definitely going down. US dollar yen is definitely going down, but that may be more of a yen thing. It looks like we have the end of a wave E right at the 61%. We have a break of structure, which pretty much proves that this uptrend, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, is over. If that is a wave E, which we can zoom out a little bit so we can see this. We gotta zoom out quite a ways, but it looks like a one big crescent, like an A, B, C, D, E, and we have the end of a trend right there for the wave E. So this looks more likely that it's actually going to end up continuing down also, because we already have the end of a crescent. I could definitely picture the news causing this to go up, but I think the move is going to be down. It just may be like a little spike reversal or something. Ooh, gold is already going up also, going up pretty strong actually. It's kind of hard to picture this already being the end of a crescent. Gold definitely likes to do its own thing, but the fact that it broke structure and then almost instantly turned back up is actually a pretty good sign that this may just keep on going up also. So everything does kind of agree that the dollar should go down and that the other dollar pairs should follow. So I think we have a lot of agreement across the board. Now, like I said, we have news coming out. Let's refresh this so that we can get ready to see how the news turns out. About less than 2 minutes, we got news for the US dollar, PMI. PMI is definitely not a real big news event, but it's definitely not too bad of an event. Manufacturing industry, so greater than forecasted is good for the currency. So we probably, it's predicted to be a little bit less, so it's predicted already to be a little bit negative. So let's see if that's actually what happens. So now, what do we got? We got about less than 1 minute. So when I'm waiting for news, I do like to go down to a short time frame to see, so that way I can see the different structure levels, so I can see what's going on a little bit closer. I don't really trade on these very short time frames normally, but I do like to go down there so I can get a little bit of a closer idea of what is going on. So we do have about 30 seconds until the news comes out. I have my own personal charts on my second screen here that I'm definitely trying to keep an eye on also, and like I said, I'm already in some trades and might have to get in some more trades. We'll see. So like I said, we have about 10 seconds or so until the news comes out. I wish I entered that US dollar Canadian earlier. That was a nice one. Yeah, I'm along on the Swiss yen, and I'm along. Oh, there it goes. What happened? First initial move is definitely up. Let's see if it's a spike reversal or what. May have to get out of my trades if it is. I could definitely picture either scenario happening, but ooh, yeah, it looks like it might just keep on going up and finish off a wave C. Let me get this out so I can take care of my trades. I'm going to give it a couple more minutes just so I can see what's happening, but so far it doesn't look like too good for the idea of the dollar continuing down. Which, like I said at the beginning, Friday is a good profit taking day for people, so a lot of the times the dollar does go up. I'm going to give it a few more minutes just so I can see what happens, but it's kind of looking like the dollar wants to continue up. No, my Swiss yen pair is taking off. That's good, but the dollar pair is definitely not looking too great. Let's see. Like I said, we kind of got to give it a few minutes. The first initial few minutes, you kind of got to just kind of relax and see what happens, because there's often we get spike reversals when the news comes out. So we definitely want to not get too excited right away. We need to definitely pay attention. And like I said, a lot of times you get spike reversals. So let's see what actually happened with the news. Oh, it was a little different than forecasted. It was a little positive for the dollar by the looks of it. That definitely doesn't necessarily mean that the dollar will continue up. Let's see what's going on with these dollar pairs. It did. The euro dollar went down, but I definitely am not really convinced that that's over yet. Pound dollar went all the way back down too. Aussie dollar is down a little bit. None of them really look all that convincing that that's like the actual move though. Yeah, that kind of looks a little convincing that that's going to end a trend right there. US dollar yen. Yeah, that's probably going to go up and make a correction. We had a break of structure. Usually when you have a break of structure, it will go up and make a correction to this last move down. So that's probably what's going to happen. It may even take all day for that to play out. We'll see. And what else do we got? And gold. Yeah, gold spiked up and down all around. Looks like the yen pairs are moving also, so might have to take a look at those yen pairs in a few minutes also, see what's going on with that. Like I said, I just like to give the news a few minutes before I react too much, because I could definitely picture this continuing up. I don't really see any confirmation yet that that's going down in a big way. If anything, it looks like it could just turn into a spike reversal or something. It doesn't really look too convincing in one way or the other. I don't know. I'm still kind of sticking to the idea that this might continue down. I don't know. We'll see. It's not really too convincing. Like I said, one way or the other, it's definitely not too convincing. You almost need to give that a few minutes and see what happens, I guess. Let's go look at the yen pairs, because I know the yen's moving a little bit. Look at that. Man, that could possibly be the end of a correction. It's pretty steep correction, but that could be an ABC already. Man, that definitely really doesn't look like an ABC there, but it definitely could be. That doesn't look like one either. Yeah, I don't know. I definitely wouldn't take a long on these. If anything, it's probably just going to be a way B. My Swiss yen I did go long on earlier today, but that's because I saw 3 waves down. I went long way down here, so I wasn't too afraid of holding it through the news. And the US dollar yen, yeah, that could keep going up also, really. I don't really see any reason why not. I was thinking the next move up would be a way B. Like this is going to turn into an A, B, C, or B, and then it would go down again and then eventually go back up. So we're going to have to watch and see if that's what happens or not. It looks more like a wave A. I don't know. I guess I could kind of convince myself that this is an A, B, C right there on the euro yen. That definitely looks very feasible. Yeah, let's go back to those dollar pairs. That really needs to be the main focus right now. Yeah, it's starting to get a little more convincing that it's going down. I don't know. The dollars, man, look at this pattern over the last few. It's been all over the place. So, definitely not really too convincing one way or the other, whether it's really going to follow through to the downside or not. I watched the news on Forex Factory. Good news for the dollar. Yeah, a little bit. Looks like the dollar may try to keep going up, but like I always say, just because the news is positive doesn't really necessarily mean that it's just going to take off to the upside, but sometimes when the news is positive, it will take off to the upside, so you just have to take it case by case and see what happens. I don't know, that euro dollar to me just really doesn't look like it's ending something. I guess it's pretty impulsive though, so it probably is ending something. That doesn't look like it's going to go turn around, does it? That looks like it's done for. I guess I kind of could picture this being 3 waves up right here also. 1, 2, 3 waves up. I don't know. I'm still sticking to the fact that this could be turned into a spike reversal. It really doesn't look that convincing for some reason. We'll have to see. I mean, if you were short from way up here, that would definitely be a pretty damn good trade, but definitely wouldn't get in now. I might want to get out though. I am long on this, but I've been long since way down here, so I'm still just barely holding on to a little bit of profit. Let's see, what do we got? Papa Wave C. Yeah, it looks like it's a little too far gone to turn into a spike reversal anymore. So yeah, it's not really looking, it's looking like it probably is going to keep going down for a wave C, so like I said, a lot of times these do turn into spike reversals. That's why I was trying to hold on for a few minutes, but we've been about 7 minutes since the news came out, and it's not really looking too convincing like it's going to do that. It is starting to a little bit, I guess. I got a little bit of a double top right here, but that doesn't really mean anything either. It could just keep on trending up, keep on pushing. Yeah, like I said, it wouldn't surprise me, honestly, if it did go up and break structure today. I was even in my video earlier, I said that it does look like it could keep going up and break structure, because even if this does turn out to be a trend down and it does end up going down, I could definitely picture this making a correction to this whole move down, maybe even something like this. You know, like a big old correction, and then maybe in a week or two it continues the downtrend. But since it never broke structure to the upside, the trend to me is definitely still down, and even if it does go up today for the rest of the day, and then maybe Monday or Tuesday it bounces off a fib level, that would be another trading opportunity. So it doesn't really look that convincing that it's going up in a big way so far, but it definitely could. It is Friday. People are going to be taking profits. People are going to be closing out them trades. Like one of my members was just talking about just the other day, money really does have a tendency to flow back to the dollar. So yeah, we're definitely going to try to focus on the dollar pairs today, but the news is already out. But we will take a look at a few pairs for people. We got the Euro Swiss. I already got natural gas. Yeah, that does kind of look like it's going to go down, doesn't it, Glaze? Yeah, it probably is going to go down. It's not too convincing. It looks more convincing now that it's going down to make a wave C, which is probably exactly what it's doing. Oil. Yeah, we can look at oil, definitely. Let's go look at a few things. Let's give this a few minutes to settle down and see what happens. I always like to wait, 15, 20 minutes, a half an hour before I really make too many big decisions about trades around the news, whether to get out or get back in or do anything like that. So we may as well just go look at a few things. Go look at the Euro Swiss and a few other things. We got the Nifty to look at, oil, natural gas, and a few other things. So, what do we got? The Euro Swiss, is that moving a little bit? Not really. It's still down, though. I would definitely consider that so far this wave C has definitely not been invalidated. To me, so far, it still looks like this is more likely to just keep on drifting down, because I do see what could be the end of an ABC over here. I think this could be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then that's an ABC, like a 1, 2, and we're in a wave 3, which could just keep on drifting down like that. So far, I don't really see any reason to really think this move up is over. On the 4-hour time frame, this is the structure level that would tell me that this is over right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wave downtrend. And if it does break structure, that definitely doesn't necessarily mean that it's just going to go up in a big way. It could just make another correction, and it could just keep going down like that. Make a correction to this last move down, like a 38 to 78% correction. But really, right now, there's not even any proof that that's going to happen. It definitely looks like it wants to go up a little. We'll have to just see if it turns out to be a correction to this, like this. Or if it does decide to just keep on going up. It definitely, I'd see like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shape. So that might actually make a correction to this whole move down, which would be a pretty good move to the upside to this whole trend, probably a 38 to 78% move, like something like that. Whoops, ABC. Impulsive turn down, break of structure. Like I said, there's no guarantee that this is even going to happen. I could also picture this just making a little correction to this trend. I would start off by putting my Fibonacci only measuring this trend right here, and then if it made a three-way pattern up, then that would be my opportunity to go short for the continuation of the downtrend. So let's go look at oil and natural gas. We're going to have to circle back to the dollar pairs in a little bit. Oh, it looks like oil is ending that wave A. Let's go up a little bit to the 4-hour time frame. I think that we most likely are in a wave B right now. There's no way that this is still an it is still an uptrend, but it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of A probably, and now we're making a B, and then we're probably going to go up and make a C. And we're just going to have to observe to see if this does take out this high or not. If it does take out this high, that will prove that this whole trend from here to here is over, and that we really are in that wave B that I've been predicting is going to happen for quite a while now. But since we haven't taken out any structure, this could be a correction to this last move down. It could make an ABC like this and then just keep on going down from there. So really no confirmation that anything is over there. Going down to the 4-hour time frame, it's actually a very nice looking trend. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we have a downtrend. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, some odd waves down. It kind of looks like the trend might be over, and we may be going up now to make a correction to this move down, which would be a B, and then probably down again for a C. Probably at least to the 50%, I would say, maybe even to 61.8 before it actually ends its move. So 1-hour time frame, we definitely got a turn. We definitely got a couple breaks of structure. It probably proves that this whole trend is over. And now we're probably in a wave A or B, which will probably end up looking something along these lines. And once that wave A or B is over, it'll probably go down to maybe the 50% or so to finish off a wave C. A, B, C correction most likely. And probably going to be a wave B. It could possibly be a wave 2 of a bigger wave A, but it's probably more likely at this point to be a wave B. So A, B, C, or B is what I would expect now. Let's go look at natural gas. Ooh, that definitely looks like it's making a correction down. There's almost no doubt about that. So, sorry about that. So, let's see. So we are expecting that we may have a little bit of a bigger turn than we thought. Not really a bigger turn, but this is what I definitely expect to see. That's like a 1. This is an ABC of 2. This still looks to me like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of 3. I'm suspecting that the wave 3 may be over, and we may go up now to make an ABC of 4, which would be around the same size as that wave 2. And that would most likely go to either the 38 or the 23% before it headed back down. That kind of looks to me what is most likely to happen at this point. We definitely have some breaks of structure. We got a break of structure right there, which should prove that this whole move down from here to here is over. So that's a pretty good sign that that move right there is complete. It definitely looks like impulsive down. It looks very corrective up. Maybe we're going to get one more push down to make a wave C before we continue up. And it's probably going to be like a 1, 2, 3 of wave A, I would suspect. Definitely seems like the most likely thing to happen. Yeah, 1 hour time frame. Yeah, I would say it probably is going to go down again. This looks like a wave A. Actually, that looks very clear. A. Let's look at it on the 30-minute because that's actually very clear. There's probably an entry to go short right now, honestly. This is a downtrend right here for the A. This is 3 waves up right there, probably a B. And this is probably a wave C right here. Definitely looks like a wave C forming. This is definitely an uptrend. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up. This is probably going to be a correction to this whole move up, and then I bet it'll continue up. I think there's a good chance it's a wave 2, and this is a wave 1, and that it just continues the uptrend. So, yeah, it definitely looks like that might even be a little bit of a sorting opportunity right there. And the trend's been down on this thing for a long time, so going short is definitely the way to go on this one for sure. You never really know. I mean, it could just keep on going down like it did last time that we had a strong move to the upside. So you don't really know for sure that it's going down, that it's going back up. Let me go to the 4-hour time frame. This move over here was also a trend. And then what happened at the end of a trend? At the end of that trend, it just kept on going down. So definitely worth going short to find out what happens. Definitely, for sure. So we got oil, natural gas. Let's go look at the Nifty Bank. Definitely it's not something I would normally look at, but he is a Patreon. He's not a. He's a YouTube member, so he wanted me to look at the 15-minute. On the higher time frames, I definitely see this is going up. I don't think this is over. I think it's going to go up more. Probably end up doing something like that. Time to get out of those dollar longs before I start going into a negative trade. Might even be worth going short, but I'm not really a counter trend trader, so I would definitely consider that a counter trend trade, so I'm going to stay away from that. So anyways, on the 4-hour time frame, we're definitely going up. I bet this move down is a crescent. I bet it's going to continue the uptrend. Probably at least go up to here and take out that high. Maybe even a little bit further. He wanted me to go look at the 15-minute time frame, so what I would probably be doing now is I would have my Fibonacci right there, from here to there, and I would be looking for like a 3-way pattern down. Oh, we want to see this on the 15-minute time frame. Yeah, let's see. I definitely see probably a wave A, probably a 3-way pattern for the B. It definitely may have already ended a wave B. Now, if the dollar is going up, this probably is going to continue to go down, probably at least to here, I would say, to make a wave C. So I would be watching the 38 to 50 and maybe even the 61.8 for an impulsive engulfing candle. If it does do something like that, then I would definitely take that as a long opportunity for sure for the continuation of the uptrend. But we'll definitely have to keep an eye on that. It kind of already made a little trend right here, and it's already got a little bit of a break of structure. I could almost picture that going up right now, so kind of looks like a little 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right there, and we have a break of structure. This right here may be a crescent. That could very easily keep going up, honestly. If I see an impulsive move up at these 3 waves down right here, that would be a nice long opportunity for sure. So yeah, that looks pretty decent. Decent little trade. Let's see what I got going on here. Sorry, I was just looking at the comments to see if anybody had requested anything else. I'm not sure which one you were talking about anymore now, Henritz. Yeah, so let's see here. What's going on here? Yeah, I would say we're definitely going down for a wave C. For sure. Which is what I originally predicted in my video this morning. Most likely place for a wave C to normally go is at least 100% Fibonacci extension. So we're probably heading down. We could head all the way down to here, but I think probably more likely to 78% at least. It definitely looks like an A, all very corrective overlapping, and then now a C. That looks pretty good, actually. Pound dollar, same thing, except for this one has already started. A, this is all like an A, B, C, a B, and this is probably going down now for wave C. Probably is going to go down, take out structure, at least to the 78, probably more likely down to the 100%. Yeah, we can look at a couple yen pairs, definitely. Aussie dollar, yeah, that's probably going down at least to the 78%. Probably is a wave C. It could go even further, down to the 100 pretty easily. Kiwi dollar, not really doing much. Aussie, the US dollar Canadian found some strength lately. It's going up pretty strong. We definitely got the end of a trend now, too. We know for sure that this whole trend from here to here is over now. This still looks like one big trend right here. Probably still like a wave A or something. Probably is gonna. Usually it will. A wave A usually will end its trend around the high of wave 4, and then go down and make a B, and then probably back up to make a C. Maybe the 61 will be the most likely place. This bottom will become a top, and then back down like that. Definitely seems very likely. US dollar Swiss, I bet that's going up for a wave C also. This is a trend. This is like a little three-way pattern, and I bet we're going up for a C. A, B, C correction. I bet this is going to make another lower high though. Lower high, probably to 61 or to 78. And back down again. And let's see, the US dollar yen. Yeah, that's probably going up, isn't it? Looks like the yen pairs are moving. Gold is definitely going down, probably part of a wave C. Might go down to the 78%. If it goes beyond the 78%, then it's probably going to be an even bigger move. But right now, I would definitely be looking at about the 78% to end this wave C. Right now, I'm just looking at it as possibly being a crescent to this whole move up right here. And yeah, silver. Silver looks like a wave C also, so that probably is what we got on gold, A, B, and C, and then probably back up again. I don't really think that any of these dollar pairs are going to turn longer term. They definitely could to make a move that lasted, all the way throughout next week and stuff, but I don't really think they're going to make a move like on the daily time frame. It's probably just going to be something like this, and then probably back up again. I don't really think anything is over on these higher time frames on any of these pairs. The Aussie and the Kiwi are kind of different because of how weak they've been, but even the US dollar Canadian is definitely cranking up though. You never know. Could. Let's go look at a couple yen pairs, see what's going on. I'm still long on the Swiss yen, which is working out pretty nicely. I think I would hold on to this trade at least up into this area. It definitely still looks like a wave 3. It's probably going to experience some resistance right there, but it may even keep on going. We're getting close to all-time highs on this one too, I believe. And some of the Swiss pairs are making all-time highs. One of my members was pointing out earlier. This arrow has been here for a very long time. So yeah, that's looking pretty nice. Definitely nothing wrong with that. Let's go look at the euro again, because that was the one requested, and maybe we don't even have an... It could just keep on going up, honestly. The trend is definitely up for sure. And I still think it's going to break this high, and it might just keep on trending. Kind of hard to picture this being an ABC correction, but it definitely could be. I do see a little bit of a three-way pattern there, right to the 23%. It very easily could just keep going up. The trend is definitely for sure still up, so the more likely thing to happen is that it probably will continue. It does look like this is a correction right here, so maybe that's an A. This is probably like a B. And this is probably a wave C. So we probably do, with this break of structure, have the end of a correction. So maybe on the very, very short time frames, you could scalp long and get in this trade. The pound yen is the one that really doesn't look like the end of a correction, but I guess it definitely could be. It could be an A. This could be a B. And this could be a big wave C. I mean, the yen pairs are known to make big wave Cs. Usually a wave C will be around the same size as a wave A, but the yen pairs are kind of known for making big, drawn-out wave Cs, so... Yeah, if you can get long on this on a shorter time frame, it would definitely be worth checking out. And as you're long, you would learn whether it turned into an A, B, C and then went down again, or whether it just kept on trending up like that. That's when we learn and earn at the same time. Wow, the Canadian has found some strength with that. I don't know if it's the Canadian news we had earlier or if it's something else, but the Canadian pair has definitely just found some strength recently. Ooh, it looks like the euro is kind of rejecting also. Let's see. Let me go back to the yen pairs real quick. Like I said, I guess the trades that I'm trying to keep a close eye on today also. So let me just move this over here so I can see my charts real quick. Yeah, things are moving like crazy right now. The yen pairs are cranking. It's almost got to be some sort of an end of a correction, doesn't it? I've been trying to get long on these yen pairs for a long time, so it might be worth checking out. Let's see here. Yeah, definitely worth checking out, I think. Yeah, why not? The hell with it. Just money, right? Ooh, the pound yen. A little bit steeper. The euro yen, it's kind of a late to get in the euro yen. Probably need a big stop loss to get in that baby. But like I said, I've been trying to get long on the yen pairs for quite a while, so maybe the chance that I've been waiting for. Yeah, so let's see. Let's get back to the charts. Let's see. Yeah, well, we just looked at the Canadian yen. I think you must have seen that. I don't know. The Canadian yen is not really that convincing, but it probably is going to go. It definitely looks like it's trying to go. That's for sure. Interesting. Definitely. What's Bitcoin up to today? Still going down. Ooh, if that breaks structure, that could be the end of an ABC. We definitely got one trend, which I thought was starting to think was a wave 1, which I still think could be. And then we have a correction, which I was thinking was a wave 2, which it still could be. And then this move up right here, I was thinking was a wave 3. But if this turns down and breaks out structure, there's no way that's a wave 3. That's definitely a wave C. And that would most likely keep on going back down. So that would be worth experimenting with for sure. If it breaks this low right here and then it makes a pullback, that would be a much safer entry. Like a 1, 2, maybe 3, 4, 5, and then it breaks structure, and then it makes a ABC up, and then at the end of that ABC would be a safer entry to go short, and then as you're short, you're going to learn if it makes a wave C, which would look like this, and break structure, or you're going to learn if it makes a wave 3, which a wave 3 is going to be strong and powerful and just keep on going, like something like this, just big, strong wave. So that correction right here is actually pretty clear. 3 waves up, nice impulsive move down, break of structure. That was a pretty clear entry. First you got a downtrend, impulsive downtrend. Then you have 3 waves up, which I guarantee went right to a Fibonacci level of this move down. And then 3 waves up. That right there looks to me like the end of a correction, and I bet this would have just kept. I bet it looks like a 1, 2, 3. It's probably going to go and break structure. Let's zoom out a little bit. So it's probably going to do something like this: 1, 2, 3, maybe make a 4, and then it'll probably break structure, and then it'll probably make a bigger correction, and then at the end of that bigger correction would be the opportunity that I would be looking for the continuation of that downtrend for sure. So I think we got all the requests. Let me go back to Discord to see if I missed anything. We can take another look at gold and the dollar pairs, definitely. So yeah, we may as well just go take another look at the dollar pairs and see what's going on with those. Before we do that, definitely want to tell you about my free Discord channel. It's 100% free to join. No obligations to pay a dime if you do not want to. 100% free to join. We got over 3,000 members right now, and now starting last week I finished my course, and My Forex trading course is available to all Gold Patreon members. I'll actually show you what it looks like right now. This is my course right here, and it covers a lot of information. It's over 38 videos. I think it's 40 videos or 39 videos that I got here, and this is included with the Gold Patreon membership. So if you're interested in that, definitely check out that second link, or check out my description, because the link is in the description also. But it's a lot of really good information. I spent about 2 months working on this, so it's a really good course, and people that have already seen it are really happy with it. So I think it's really helping people out a lot, which is awesome. So definitely check out that if you're interested. Like I said, it comes with the gold membership, and the gold membership is $49. So definitely check that out. It's actually very, very cheap. Most courses are a lot more money than that, so definitely give that a look, and definitely like and subscribe to my channel if you have not done so already. That makes a big difference for getting my stuff out. Look at that. Man, I don't know. I'm almost starting to think that this is going to end up just reversing back up. The trend is up. The trend is for sure up. Well, we got some movement today. We've had an awful slow week, but we're kind of making up for it now. Let's see, what do we got? Like I said, usually when I'm doing these live streams, I have my own charts on my second screen, which is why sometimes you probably wonder what I'm up to, but I have my own trades and my own trading that I try to maintain while working on YouTube for everybody else. And during these live streams, I have the tendency to miss trades. So I'm trying to make sure I don't miss any trades, and I'm trying to make sure that I keep an eye on my own personal charts, because I can make a lot more money trading than I can live streaming, which usually live streaming, I'd be lucky to make $5 off live streaming. So I definitely need to make sure I keep an eye on my own personal trading, because that, for me, that's definitely the most important thing. So yeah, wow, look at this thing go. I'm starting to think that this is going to go up like I was originally thinking. Look at that. That was a stop hunt right there. I should have just stuck with that one for sure. I bet this is going to go up. The trend is up. There's no reason to think the trend is not up. It looked like it was going to go down and make a wave C, but it looks to me more likely that it's going to keep on trending up. There's really no reason to think that this is not going to go up. Look at the dollar. Now, I would want to see a break of structure to really confirm it, but this looks to me like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of C. I bet it's going to go down, break structure, and just keep on trending. We never had a structure break on the higher time frames. The trend has been down this whole time. Everybody thinks that the dollar is going up, and until it broke structure, I have been saying for weeks now that the trend is down, and that it probably will continue down. DXY, yeah, that's not really quite as convincing, but probably an A, B. I bet this is a C right here. I think this is going to go down. No doubt, honestly. We're almost all the way back at the starting line, which is actually very common for the news. Look at the pound dollar. The pound dollar did a complete spike reversal. That's a classic spike reversal right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fibonacci level. It's going up. It's going to take out structure. It's going to keep on going. That's the end of a correction right there. Aussie dollar, same thing. We have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down. We're probably going to break structure within the next hour. And that's probably going to be the end of a wave C. And probably the continuation of the uptrend. Excuse me. Spring allergies. And the Kiwi, I definitely wouldn't choose that one. And honestly, the Canadian looks more like it's going to go down and make a B, so I don't think I would choose that one, even though this is the one that I've been saying that I wanted to get into. But I traded this several times on the way down. I think I got in up here somewhere. I got in here. I think over the whole course of this trend, I had 3 good winning trades. So definitely nothing to complain about with that. It looks to me more likely that this is going to go down and make a wave B now. Probably an A, B, C, or B, and then go back up one more time. So I don't think I'm quite ready to go short on this. Definitely doesn't look to me like it's ready to go down in a big way. US dollar Swiss is another one that I've been shorting this whole way down. I'm not short right now, but I've been short at least 3 times on the way down. And it's been a really good one. The Swiss has been actually quite strong, and the dollar has been quite weak, so it's actually been a really good combination. The US dollar yen, this is the one that I keep saying that I'm not gonna trade because the yen has been weak. Like right now, the yen is very weak, and the dollar's been weak. But it definitely looks like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have a break of structure. This could just keep on going down also. So the trend is definitely down, but that definitely would not be the one that I would desire to get into. This looks to me like an A. This is 3 waves up for the B, and it looks like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of C. If this goes up and breaks structure, I would say that's almost definitely the end of a wave C. And I bet we'll just end up continuing the uptrend on the longer time frames. That's pretty interesting. Big old spike reversal. It's actually so common when the news comes out to get those spike reversals. And another thing you need to pay attention with gold is, yes, gold broke structure to the downside, but it hasn't held below structure. It just keeps going down and then back up. That's usually a pretty good sign that it is going to continue up. And if you look at, you go up a little bit more, and if you look at your Fibonacci levels, I mean, yeah, it did kind of respect this level, but it hasn't really broken any structure. The trend to me is definitely still up, and I think it's a wave 3. If this is a wave 3, this thing has got a wicked long ways to go to the upside. So what I did here is I measured the wave 1, and then I projected it off the bottom of wave 2. A wave 3 needs to be bigger than a wave 1. So a wave 3 needs to go beyond the 100% Fibonacci extension of wave 1. That tells me that if this is a wave 3, then it's going to end up looking something like that. And wave 3 usually goes past all these Fibonacci levels. A wave 3 usually will go to like the 150, the 168, the 178. So if that's true, this is a wave 3, then this is probably eventually going to end up looking like this. For 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of maybe wave 5 on the longer time frames, maybe not wave 5. We'll have to tell. Time will tell on that, whether it's really a wave 5 or not. I follow a lot of people that are wicked gold bugs online, and some people are saying that gold is gonna hit like $5,000 or something, which to me doesn't seem. I mean, yeah, maybe in the next 5 years or more, but it doesn't really seem like it's gonna do it anytime soon. Awesome, things are looking awesome. I'm happy. I finally got in my yen pairs that I've been waiting for. I'm in some good dollar trades. Things are definitely looking good. I think I'm going to make up for this choppy week that I had. A little bit of a roller coaster this week for me. I made some money, I lost some money, I made some money, lost some money, and now I think I'm actually down a little bit by the looks of the trades I got right now. I don't think I'm going to be down for long. I think this is going to grow into a big trend like I've been saying forever. This is going to be a big uptrend. I think it's going to take out these highs, and it's either going to be a big wave A or a big wave 1. So I think we got a long ways to go on all these dollar pairs. Same thing with the pound dollar. Aussie dollar, I think it's going to be a big wave C. Kiwi dollar, big wave C. US dollar Canadian, I think it's going to go down here. US dollar Swiss, I think, is in a wave 3. It actually looks very clear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A, B, C, D, E of 2. I think this has got a long ways to go to the downside. I think it's going to take out this low. So we got a long ways to go on that one for sure. US dollar yen. Yeah, this one's kind of up in the air for me. Because if you zoom out a little bit, which I got this chart down here so I can zoom out. The FXCM chart has data all the way back to the early 70s. If you look at the US dollar yen zoomed out on the monthly, I would not be surprised if this ended up looking something like this for like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 type thing. It would definitely be a completely normal looking pattern. That kind of makes you wonder about these other dollar pairs, whether they're really going to continue down or not. And gold, we already know the story on gold. Silver, I think, is a big A, B, C, D, A, B, C, maybe even a D, E, and then like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then another A, B, C down, and now we're in a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up. I think the silver could go up and make a new high also eventually. Not anytime soon, but within the next year or two, I think there's a good chance. Because we are in the monthly time frame, so every single one of these candles is 1 month. So probably we're talking about 2025 or so before that happens. But I think it's actually very, very possible. Yeah, the whole week has been like this. Been up and down, all around. I mean, yeah, in hindsight, we can definitely see some clarity, but a very choppy week. Definitely not a good week for anybody that likes to hold on to trades for a few days like I do. And that's why earlier in the week I went down to the very short time frames and did a little bit of scalping on the euro dollar to trade some of these waves. Because really, when you're a trend trader, there's no trend here. You have to go down to a very short time frame to try and find the trend. If you go down to a very short time frame, now you can see some trends. Now there's some trends. The trend is my friend, so if the trend is not on the longer time frames, then I gotta find my trend. So go down to the very short time frames. Even though I normally don't trade these short time frames, if the trend is on the shorter time frames, then that's where I'll be. Most of the time I won't even look at the shorter time frames because I don't want nothing to do with them, but if we're in a choppy market like this, then I will go down to the shorter time frames if I got to. Definitely don't really like to. Yeah, I think it's time to buy on all the dollar pairs. I don't know about some of them, like the US dollar Canadian. I don't know about that one. Gold, yeah, gold you gotta be careful because gold is kind of does its own thing. Like I was saying to one of my members earlier, you really have to be kind of careful with gold because gold sometimes doesn't do anything even similar to the other dollar pairs. You gotta be really careful with gold sometimes. It does its own thing. So that's why if you are a gold trader, I suggest that you look at all correlated gold pairs. Gold versus the dollar, gold versus the Swiss, gold versus the euro, gold versus the pound, gold versus the Aussie, gold versus the Kiwi, gold versus the yen, gold versus the Canadian. By the time you look at all those pairs, you're probably going to have a really good idea what gold is doing, not just what gold versus the dollar is doing. That's definitely what I suggest to everybody that trades gold to do, because that's when you're trading, you really need to find correlated pairs. If you don't have correlated pairs, then it's going to be very hard for you to make any money in the markets, because it's going to be hard to figure out the patterns if you don't have correlation to help you figure out those patterns. So that's why I do prefer to use correlated pairs as a big part of the system. We already looked at Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin's going down. Yeah, it's not really doing much, but it's pretty much right back to the starting line where it was when we first started this meeting. So we'll have to give it a couple hours and see. I mean, it's only what time is it? 10:30, right, in the U.S. in New York. So the New York session is barely even started. So we could get a second reaction. It could just keep on going down like that. It could just keep on drifting up. We don't really know what's going to happen. So definitely keep an eye on it and see. We definitely got a little bit of an end of a trend on the 1 minute time frame. We got a little 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up. We got an impulsive down. You're going to have to see if this turns into a correction and then a continuation. If it does some sort of a little three-way pattern down with an impulsive move up, I would go long. If it makes very impulsive down with a corrective move up and like that, then I would go short. It's just 1 minute time frame is just like every other time frame. There's really no difference. You just gotta treat it. The only difference is that it happens a lot quicker, so you gotta be on your toes when you trade it. So definitely, like I always say, definitely like and subscribe to my channel. It makes a huge difference for YouTube pushing my channel out to new members. And I make videos every single weekday, so definitely check out my full top-down analysis videos. We live stream on Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. We live stream on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And then on Tuesday and Thursday, I do Zoom meetings with my Gold Patreon members. So not only do you get this course right here, so not only as a Gold member do you get access to this course, which is almost 40 videos, but as a Gold member, you also get access to my twice a week Zoom meetings where I teach and where we look for trade setups and we try to figure out these patterns together. And on top of that, you also get access to all these private channels on Discord. All these private channels, which I constantly posting my charts. Other people are posting their charts. It's actually a really great community. You get access to all the Zoom meetings. These are all my old Zoom meetings. You can watch them all. And you get a whole bunch of stuff. Sometimes during the news, I'll get on and I'll do trade talk. And a whole bunch of educational information. I got pretty much all the educational information I could think of in here. So you get a lot for your money. It's definitely a very good value, and pretty much everybody that has joined has been pretty happy with the service because you do get a lot for your money for sure. And like I said, compared to most other YouTubers and people that do some stuff similar to me, $50 is extremely cheap. And maybe not right now, but the price may be going up in the future. So if you are interested in, or if you've been thinking about becoming a Gold member, you probably want to join because probably not right now, but sometime in the future, I probably am going to end up raising the price because now I have that course included, and I do 2 Zoom meetings a week, and I include educational information, and we access to the private channels where pretty much every news event I get on and give my bias about what I think is going to happen at the news. So really, I mean, some of my Gold members are doing really good with their trading because of this. So definitely check it out, see what you think. So until then, it's Friday, so hopefully everybody, 16,000 subscribers is coming soon. We're getting a little over 1,000 subscribers a month, so definitely like and subscribe to the channel. Makes a big difference. And definitely, I hope I see everybody on Monday's live stream. And on Sunday evening, I'll come out with my top 3 videos, my recap of the top 3 viewed videos. So I hope everybody enjoys the rest of the day, and then especially enjoy the weekend. You know, that's one good thing about Forex is it closes down on Friday, and you can have your weekend off. Unless you are a crypto trader, then you can trade 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. But I'm not really interested in trading 7 days a week. It's nice to have your weekends off. So I hope everybody enjoys their weekend, and as always, happy trading and goodbye.